Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Kev, your favorite degenerate, and today I want to talk about Fusion Coils in Halo Infinite, and it's really just a simple video because it is quite simply that they just don't respawn, and I think that they really should. This needs to be a thing. Because right now, with how BTB is, it is a strategy at the start that a lot of people will pick up a fusion coil and then they throw them and then you never see them again and for the entire rest of the game. But I don't think that that's the right way to go about it. I think that being able to fling a fusion coil across the map during a game is a really good strategy, and I think it opens up opportunities and it creates different spots of the game that allow things to be done differently and shows innovation, shows creativity. It expands the sandbox. I think it's a good, solid thing to have in multiplayer, not just a one-time only thing at the start of a game. And I did kind of touch on the idea of this in my last video, but I understand and I'm very well aware of the fact that I don't really think that my videos get the kind of views and coverage that are gonna help elicit change. But if I can get word out there and start to help get the kind of snowball effect going, then I'm happy to do that, because this is the sort of change that I want to see in Halo Infinite, and this is something that I think helps keep the game really fresh. So, as far as how do you actually implement this and how do you balance it into the game, well, yeah, you definitely don't want to have 4 fusion coils that can respawn very quickly, because right now that's what we have. We have 4 fusion coils, and they are currently sitting 2 next to the grav lift, 1 towards the back of the base on the top level, and also 1 just after you have been flung across to this small island after you have been through the grav lift. So currently, if all 4 of those fusion coils were to respawn, I feel as if it would be a bit too much, and they would become too common. So I think that the fusion coils should be downsized to 2, but they should respawn at about the same rate as the sniper or the skewer. Something that pops up, every couple of minutes, not something that comes up inside of 30 seconds like the battle rifle. So that way there is value in using them, and they will come back, but it's not something that you're going to be able to just kind of sit at your base and just wait for them to keep respawning and then just constantly fling them across the map until you get a really cool kill. You don't want to kind of do that because the spam on those will be crazy. So what I think would be better is having 2 of them that respawn at a slow pace, so that way there's value in them, there's an idea of strategy to them as well, and it's something that's cool and fun that people can do throughout the game. So that's what I think would be a good idea. Now, while we are talking about fusion coils, I did want to kind of very sneakily get my opinion also into this as well. I think that the balancing for the fusion coils should have a small tweak to them. Currently, when you are shot while carrying a fusion coil, it will explode and it will kill you, and that's awesome, that's great. There is risk and reward to using them, and I think that that is something that should definitely stay the way it is. However, when you are using them and you are throwing them at an enemy that is already aware of you, so what I mean by this is if you're charging headlong into an enemy with a fusion coil and you just, yeet it at them, the problem is that it will probably get shot mid-air, and it only takes like 1 stray bullet to cause it to explode. So to be able to have a little bit more strategy to using them, like a proper benefit, to actually using the fusion coils and not just getting a mad flex on someone for getting a kill with it. I honestly think that if they were able to take a couple more bullets before exploding mid-air, that would be nice. That way you actually have a little bit more leeway and it becomes a little easier to get a kill with these things, because right now it's pretty difficult. I mean, this is the entire reason why they are reworking assassinations, because pro players don't see any benefit, and it's just something that you do for show to flex on people. So when you think about it, these fusion coil flinging kills, it's kind of just like getting an assassination in old Halo games. It looks cool and it feels awesome and it's satisfying, but realistically, if a pro player was in the middle of a competitive match, they wouldn't want to do this because it adds a whole lot of risk without much reward. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on all of this, but let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know, and yeah, I think that's probably a good point to call it for today. Remember guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so we can reach 1K before Halo Infinite drops. Let's go, come on, I need an early Christmas present. But yeah, I've been Kiv, and I'll see you all on the next one.